All right, now that we're done with example 1, we are going to move on to example 2. So we want to use the following function rule to complete the input-output table. So we have the function rule of y equals 2x minus 5. And I'm going to create an input-output table. Again, you might be wondering, well, where are they coming up with these values or numbers for x? Know that these are just things that the numbers that the textbook decided to use. And when I ask you to create input-output tables, if I don't give you values of x to use, know that you can use any numbers that you want. But I will generally give them to you because right now the practice or the goal is for you to have an understanding of how to fill out these tables, not necessarily picking your own values of x or your own values of input. So the textbook is telling us to use x values of -5, -1, 2, and 6. So we're going to plug each of these x values into this function rule and then get the corresponding y values back out. If you want, you can try this one on your own, so you can pause the video and then press play when you're ready to see the answer. All right, so first things first, let's plug in -5. Doing the multiplication first, we would get -10 minus 5, and that would give us -15. Plugging in the value of -1, we'd get -2 minus 5, which is -7. Plugging in the value of 2, we would get 4 minus 5, which is -1. And then plugging in our last value of 6, we would get 12 minus 5, which is 7. And so there's our input-output table with the work of plugging in each of those x values. Next we have is example 3. Use the given function rule to complete the input-output table. And we have the function rule y equals 4x minus 3. And the values they give us for x are 4, 5, 7, and 9. So take a moment, pause the video, and see if you can come up with the y values they did in the textbook.